Hello and welcome to all you Aquarians. Welcome, this is your horoscope with me, Veerle, and it's the horoscope for Aquarians for May 2014. Now, two things that are significant I'm going to mention. First of all, Mars, and secondly, Venus playing a huge role during this month. What does it mean for the Aquarian? Well, I've been talking about Mars being in Libra, in a fellow air sign, and it has gone backwards for quite a while, and now it's going forwards as from the 21st of May. So everyone is hopefully feeling that shift of going forwards, and that energy of being able to control your actions now, and not being having restrictions upon your own actions. Now for you Aquarians, this is all in your 9th house, which can reflect that maybe you have lost faith a while ago, or because things have happened to you, or because of the circumstances, and now, especially around the end of the month, you're gaining your faith again, because the 9th house is such an important house. It's our vision of the world, it's our belief system, and of course when that breaks down, everything breaks down. So this is good news for the Aquarians who have had a bit of a dip, that with Mars going forwards again, it's like being active in trying to have your belief again, and that can be, that of course it has to do with your view upon things. It has to do with connecting with your higher self, or with the divine, or if you believe in God, connecting with God, and that has a very positive effect on all the rest of your horoscope. It's a very spiritual house. The 9th house is the most spiritual house. It's a connection that we have with above. So above, so below. That is a good thing for everyone who has lost a bit of faith and lost their energy, you could say. That's one thing. But on the other hand, there is this Venus. This Venus playing such a huge role, and you're going to have Venus in your 3rd house. Am I right? Yes? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So Venus is going to be in Aries for the whole month. Now, first I'm going to explain something about Uranus and Pluto. A lot of astrologers talk about Pluto-Uranus square, and I'm glad they do, because it's so significant. And I'll talk about it all the time myself, because it's Pluto-Uranus square is about, in a nutshell, it's about truthfulness, it's about we getting the opportunity to show our full potential, that we don't want to wear the masks anymore, we want to be true to ourselves. And Aquarians understand that, because it's a sign that wants to be free. And that is all about that, you could say. And so this square is always there. Well, not always, but for quite a while, and it is activated even more when a personal planet is touching it. And this is going to happen with Venus. Venus is going to conjunct Uranus and squaring up to Pluto. So this feeling of trying, in general, liberate yourself is again going to be activated. And for you, it will have to do with 3rd house issues. It has to do with communication. It has to do with the way that you think. I mean, being freed up there. People say, oh, the 3rd house and the 9th house, it's the communication house, thinking house is not so important, but it is, because it is the whole horoscope benefits from good ideas, good thinking, good aspirations, which is the 11th house, but anyway, which is associated with Aquarius, by the way, the 11th house, but it has to do with your way of understanding the world, the way of understanding your relationships, and there is something good happening there. Why? Not because only Venus is a benefic, but secondly because Venus is going to transit a fixed star at 13 to 40 degrees of Aries. So Uranus is there, but also a fixed star. And what does this fixed star say? It's a benefic. That's one thing. It is called Alpheratz. A-L-P-H-E-R-A-T-Z, and it's a fixed star that has the character of Venus. So it's a double whammy, Venus on Venus, Venus energies. And this fixed star is all the energy about grace, about fortune, about popularity, about independence. Now Venus in Aries in itself is already about independence. It's about relating to others, but also doing your own thing, which is not always easy. That's why Venus is in its detriment in Aries. But it's conjunct Uranus, so it's about liberty. It's about doing your own thing. In your explanation here of your chart, it's about your own communication, speaking your own truth, speaking about speaking in a very true way, but not in a way it's my way or the highway. No, it's speaking in a true way, and therefore people will listen to you, because Venus in the third house is very good to have to people listen to you and listen to what you're gonna say, because you say it in a more charming way than ever, because Venus is there. So if you need to say something that's on your heart, say it in a very honest way, but of course in a very efficient and in a very in a good way, not in an aggressive way. But and I don't think it's going to be in an aggressive way. It's going to be in this very honest way, and you will benefit from that. Not that the benefits will be like, you know, these words here, fortune and all of that, no. But it can give you some fortune, some popularity. Also, if you have your own business, the third house, I see that as a communicative house of internet and so on. The third house, the ninth house, also the 11th house, or the houses of social houses. I associate them with internet. I associate them with publishing, with communicating. So if you do a business around, or if you work in that area, it's a good month for you. Because you can gain momentum there. So interesting month for you Aquarians. Now the last thing I want to mention is Chiron trining Jupiter, and that will be around the 8th up until the 14th of the month. Now Chiron is in Pisces, and Chiron is the wounded healer, and that's your second house, so the house of self-worth, the house of your confidence. So there's healing there. And it's trining up to Jupiter, which is also very interesting because Jupiter is in Cancer, and Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So there is for all of us opportunity for healing. As I said, that has to do with your confidence, but maybe also work, because Jupiter is in your 6th house. So maybe getting more, you know, how do you call that? From colleagues, not only for colleagues, but also people at your work, that they appreciate you. It's always nice, isn't it? So have a good time during the month of May, you nice Aquarians. I hope you can tap into those positive energies. If you want a reading, get in touch. Thank you for listening, and see you next month. Bye bye.